Okay, let's get started with this, okay? There's a runoff. It's runoff time. Elections are not over. In December, there is going to be a runoff, okay? There's going to be a runoff. Reverend Warnock defeated Herschel Walker, but unfortunately, he was still 23,180 votes short of reaching 50%, which is why there is going to be a runoff in Georgia. Vast majority of mail-in votes have been counted. There's no plausible way for Warnock to pick up enough to win without a runoff for more weeks. Now, that's a little concerning. It's a little sad. I wish Herschel, I wish Raphael Warnock defeated him outright. But ultimately, it didn't help. It didn't work. Yes, I called the Secretary of State of Georgia last night, and I said, listen, we need 23,180 votes plus one. We got to find these votes in a perfect phone call, folks. I called them up. I said, where are these votes? We need to find them. We need to find these votes. Perfect phone call. It was perfect, believe me. Mehmet Öz'ün eğer seçilsem Türk vatandaşlığından çıkaracağım söylediği için Demokratlar ve Ermeni diasporasının baskıları olduğu söyleniyor. Ne diyorsun? Aman sikeyim Mehmet Öz'ü. Mehmet Öz'ün götüne koyayım ben, okay? Sikimde bile değil. Anyway, am I having a stroke? No, I'm speaking to Turkish people in the chat that are asking about Mehmet Öz potentially renouncing his Turkish citizenship. The guy asked, a Turkish dude in the chat asked, do you think Mehmet Öz denounced his Turkish citizenship specifically because of the Armenian diaspora, pushing him to do so? And I said, fuck Mehmet Öz in the ass. I don't give a fuck about him. He's a dog. And I also said that he's just fucking bullshit. That he is literally a social democrat in Turkey, but in America he's a conservative, and that's fucking bullshit. Counted. What does a runoff mean? A runoff means there's going to be a second election. It's that simple. There is going to be another election in Georgia in December between the two candidates. Okay? Now, I'll tell you some stuff here. Okay? So last night, here is larger analysis. Let's pull ourselves back. Instead of talking about individual races for a second, let's talk about what happened yesterday. Going into yesterday, the polls showed big wins, big dubs for the Republicans all around. Republicans were looking at picking up 60 fucking House seats. 60. Okay? I don't know how many they've picked up so far, but I think they're like desperate for a potentially 1 to like 7 seat majority in the House of Representatives. Okay? They were looking for a red tsunami. They've gotten it's just they're cooked. Okay? They genuinely and drastically underperformed in the House with some exceptions. They've gained 3 so far. It's a red puddle. It's a red droplet. Okay? It's definitely not the fucking red wave that they thought that they were going to get. Now, they did actually make some interesting moves. Obviously, like New York went more red than expectations, or more red when adjusted to past performance. Even though New York still ended up being largely Democratic, there were a couple seats, including a top Democrat in New York losing his seat to a Republican. Okay? This is not real. It's producitons, man. Did you see Crowder joking about Zimmerman killing Fetterman's family? What? No. You want to know why I didn't see that? You want to know why I didn't see Crowder joking about that? Because nobody watched Steven Crowder last night. People fucking dumbasses came into my stream to be like, dude, Steven Crowder is owning you right now. He has 280,000 viewers. And I was like, where? Because I looked up his channel. I don't think he can go live on YouTube because he's gotten multiple strikes. It was on fucking Rumble. That's not real, dog. Those aren't real views. What are you, fucking crazy? What are you, out of your fucking mind? Yeah, having 300K views on Rumble is literally max 20K. Okay? There's like 20K real views, 300K is just mostly bots. It's all fucking, there aren't 300,000 active users on the platform, and y'all think he actually had that number. You're crazy. Anyway, no one knows what the fuck Rumble is. No, conservatives know, but like, it doesn't matter. So that was bullshit. The reason why I'm bringing that up is because your boy, actually, this broadcast, I think, was the number one in online view counts. I think other than like NBC, which at a couple moments passed me. But overall, throughout the entire day and the night, this was the number one online election coverage, which is pretty crazy to think about. Let's get back to the larger snapshot of what happened. You peaked at 86,000, 86.8K. Okay, good. I had no idea. It doesn't matter. Okay, so let's look at the larger snapshot for a second. So there was this big red wave, this big burly red wave that was slated to happen, but it didn't happen. Why did it not happen? This is going to be on the minds of every fucking analyst. Okay, rushing to make it seem like they had totally different and completely objective opinions on their analysis and the way they foresaw this election going out, and it's all going to be full of lies. Okay? Even I got some shit wrong, as I've said. Even I got some shit wrong because, ultimately I only have the polling data to rely on when making some analysis here. There were things I got totally right on that the media got wrong in general, but polling is just completely fucking broken in this country. It's just completely fucking broken. Okay? You had a hard time polling actual numbers of right-wingers leading up to 2020, and now you have an incredibly fucking hard time polling under 30 populations. Before the next election, you might want to find a better way to poll anyone under the age of 30 since they would rather pick up a pinless grenade than a call from an unknown number. It is crazy. It is mind-boggling how much they flubbed on Zoomer numbers. They just did not account young people voting at all. Like, there was no accounting for that. And young people did come out in big-ass waves, for the record. It's true. Here, I'll show you one of the things that I want to show you here. Here it is. If not for voters under 30, tonight would have been a red wave. CNN National House exit poll showing Republicans plus 13 at 65 plus, Republicans plus 11 at 45 to 64, Democrat plus 2 at 30 to 44, D plus 28, 18 to 29, D plus 28. There were motherfuckers, this is anecdotal, but there were motherfuckers in Ann Arbor. Yeah, look at this. In Ann Arbor at University of Michigan, there were 6 hours where kids waited. And students were voting at like 2 a.m. all around the country. All around the country. Zoomers were fucking coming out in a big way. Part of that was abortion. Part of that was the student loan debt relief. That's what I would ask. Why are your average viewers only at D plus 2? You think my average viewers are 30 to 44 rather than 18 to 29? Are you fucking delusional? What the fuck? My man said my viewer base is 30 years, starts at 30 and it goes up to 44. Any numbers on Zoomer versus millennial turnout? Was millennial turnout low as usual? Now, this distribution is normal, the D plus 2, D plus 28. That is normal. What we need more data on is how many more signups and how many more voters from the Zoomer bracket actually came through and genuinely fucking voted. Once Democrats lose, which city will have riots first? Good thing this didn't happen. Would have been terrible to have riots all around the country. No, the only reason Dems are doing better is because we all voted 900 times each. Duh. Let's be real. It was thanks to Hillary Rodham Clinton. Okay, that's true, but you shouldn't say it. Huh. It's too early to tell exactly what the perfect sauce was, but there are things that we do know. Okay? In a lot of these places, even in places like Los Angeles, you have fucking local races where dudes who were running expressly on an anti-police campaign blowing out the incumbent, like Kenneth. This is a great example of this. You had people who were known reformers, like John Fetterman, who had talked about like how unjustifiable the criminal justice system is in this country, winning over Dr. Oz. Now, obviously, there's also personal charisma and the amount of time and dedication that these candidates put into their races and into the states or localities that they're running in that plays a role in their victory. And I think that probably is the reason why Democrats lose or make races competitive for no fucking reason when you consider some of these like otherwise blue districts where Democrats had competitive races or even fucking lost. Okay? If you're hyper focusing on the National Democratic Party because you think you're in a comfortable district, well, it turns out it's not so comfortable. Okay? Turns out it's not a very comfortable situation. But guess what? It wasn't comfortable for Boebert either. One of perhaps the greatest fucking failures for the media was this. Boebert is clearly favored to win Colorado's 3rd district. The deluxe version of our model simulates election 40,000 times. 97 out of 40,000 times, 538 said Boebert was winning. 3 in 100. Right now, Adam Frisch is still slated to win. Now, people are still stating that it's not going to happen. New York Times is still stating that it's not going to happen. 538, I believe, is still stating that it's not going to happen. But it looks like Adam Frisch might actually win. The only people that claim Adam Frisch is going to win are motherfuckers in Colorado on the ground, including members in this community that have said time and time again that Lauren Boebert actually has Lauren Boebert might actually fucking lose. Oh, this is a take as old as time itself from Kyle. It's one of my favorite takes, okay? What does it say about the democracy that voters in the reddest states will consistently vote for progressive policy directly, but vote for the candidates that undermine those policies at every turn? I am reminded of my favorite Alex Perrine tweet on the subject. I've talked about this so many times. It's fascinating. No. You can just easily say voters are dumb. And that's true. Voters are fucking stupid. But remember, they're not so stupid that they're, not voting for a $15 minimum wage increase in Arkansas and shit, or Nebraska. Sorry. Okay? They're still voting for it, which implies that they fucking despise the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party is fucking awful. These motherfuckers love voting for progressive policy as long as it's not completely attached to a face within the Democratic Party. They hate the Democratic Party. They love progressive policies. Maybe the Democratic Party should do better and actually push for progressive policies. Not just claim that they're going to push for progressive policies and not end up pushing for it, but literally push for progressive policies. Okay? And actually follow through like they did with the student loan debt relief. Big dub for the Democratic Party there. That's an unforgettable dub. Okay? They didn't message around enough. Enough around it, but people still knew on the ground. People knew People don't forget. When you put 10 grand back in their pockets, when you put 20 grand back in their pockets, they're not going to fucking forget that. Okay? Stop coping. Fetterman only won because they would never allow an Ottoman Chad to win. Yeah. Bro, you have 50K viewers. You are literally mainstream media right now. I am literally not mainstream media. That is fucking insane. My numbers are nothing in comparison to CNN, national primetime television. That's one. And two, I just started off by talking about how I would blow out Michael Bennett's back walls. Okay? Wolf Blitzer is never going to tell you the truth. Wolf Blitzer is never going to sit there and be like, Michael Bennett is the sexiest Democrat, and that's why he maintained his Senate seat. You're not going to hear that. Okay? You're not going to hear that from Wolf Blitzer. Wolf Blitzer fears the truth. He fears how horned up he gets every time Michael Bennett is on screen. I am unafraid. I will say it. It's not the Democrats' fault. Fox News takes worse poll issues and then use them to define the Democratic Party as caring more about transgender, CRT, and abortion to their stupid viewers. Yeah, but the Democratic Party is dumb for not looking at that and going, nobody gives a fuck. You're crazy if you think that like we're transing your children in schools. You're hurting economically right now. We need to fix that, and Republicans are the biggest hurdle to fix that. Even though that would be kind of a lie because Democrats themselves are a hurdle internally in fixing some of those issues, of course. Okay? What do you mean? You think politicians should consider lying? First of all, politicians lie all the fucking time. I'm saying lie adequately. Lie in a good way. Lie in a way that like benefits you. And then also, if you don't want to lie, then fulfill the lies that you claimed are lies. It's super simple, okay? The difference between a Democratic Party operative lying versus telling the truth is the willingness of the Democratic politician. That's it. They lie all the fucking time. I just wish they would, I wish they would lie in an adequate way and then also follow up on those lies by actually committing to those lies, and all of a sudden it's not a lie, it's the truth.
The Democrats probably should say, you know what, we put too much emphasis on abortion and the threat to democracy and not enough emphasis on kitchen table stuff. Abortion and democracy were the two of the biggest issues with voters. The Democrats
I'll be updating this all day. Fox News isn't news. Classic. Kitchen table stuff means, he's not even wrong for the record. Kitchen table stuff means like kitchen table issues like pocketbook shit, inflation. Or sometimes they mean like Dim Tool tweeted about you earlier, but I can't post him a brokey. Check his Twitter. Wait, what did he say? God, he must have fallen off so big that we didn't even fucking notice. When will Tim Pool get out of the prediction game? Has he ever gotten a political prediction right? Democrats panic after mail-in votes fall short, signaling massive GOP red wave. New projections show insane red wave coming. Democrats are freaking out. Democrats panic over blowout loss as safe blue area is now expected to flip GOP. Governor admits they're being destroyed by GOP as red wave looms. This is pretty funny. Like, assuming that there's a fucking red wave happening in California is pretty funny. Occupy Democrats are wilding out. They marked safe from the red ripple today. I thought student debt relief was bad policy and bad politics. I still think it's bad policy. But looking at the youth vote surge, hard to deny its political impact. And if it helps save the country from Trumpism, the positives more than pay for the negatives. What negatives, dude? What negatives? Why can't these fucking losers admit that they're wrong? Like, it's just such a fucking, what a schmuck. What a fucking schmuck. Jesus Christ. I'm telling you, dude, we need to put a shutdown on conservative Canadians coming into the country and writing articles, okay? And making political statements. Conservative Canadians, you have no quarter here, okay? Get out. go back to Canada, go back to Snow, Mexico, go fucking ruin Canadian politics, okay? I'm sick and tired of motherfuckers like David Frum coming in here and being like, oh, well, it's really bad that there was student loan debt relief. Shut the fuck up. They're not sending their best. Like, he quite literally is recognizing that it is good politics, but while still maintaining a position, it's bad policy. It's not bad policy either. It's good politics and it's good policy. Holy fuck. Why can't David Frum just keep fucking his TAs, okay? Why does he have to write these articles instead? Loves to insult his fans. Hasanabi loves to insult his fans, bro. This is why I watch. No, I'm talking about conservative Canadians. Conservative Canadians want to be Americans so bad. Just have fun. You're in the NA continent and you have European social safety nets to a certain degree. Just why can't you enjoy that? Why can't you enjoy your little fucking carve out of Europe and America? Instead, you got to be like, I want to be American America. It's so lame. Michigan did congratulate us. All 3 props passed, especially good prop 3. Gretchen got reelected. Dems filled both chambers of the legislature first time in 40 years. Yeah, Michigan did well. Please, may the Democrats learn something today, please. No, they're never going to learn anything good. They're only going to learn the wrong shit. They're not going to learn the good shit and the right shit. Like some of the main messages here is that when Donald Trump is not directly on the ballot or directly on the bully pulpit, he's not able to fucking captivate the attention of Trump stands in a way that mathematically helps the Republican Party. This causes a lot of commotion internally because the base support loves Donald Trump, but not enough people within the base support love Trump enough that they're going to go out and fucking vote for Trump candidates, especially when he's not president, especially when he's not running for president. The base also loves Ron DeSantis, okay? And Ron DeSantis is very Trumpian enough that, like, there's enough Trump supporters that like Ron DeSantis. And Ron DeSantis is favored by the Republican Party's operatives. So right now, the Republican Party has this opportunity to use the electoral defeat to shit on Donald Trump. But if you shit on Donald Trump, you run into the fucking negative turnout, the depressive turnout, the depressive impact that negative campaigning against your top dog has on voter turnout. This is a major issue for the Republican Party right now, okay?